I'm back, bitches. That's right. It's been a long time. I'm so happy to be back with you guys. We're talking everything that happened on GH Report as I turn off my phone next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV.
And now,
let the buzz begin.
Oh, the glorious song. Yeah, last week you guys played the older theme, and you said it was for me, and I like that. I did like that. Hello, you guys. Welcome to the GH Report, the General Hospital After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Excuse my voice. I'm coming off of a bronchial thing, and so my voice is I feel a little fuzzy at the moment. But my brain is still all there. And you can follow me at Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, of course. And, of course, sitting next to me, my two partners in crime and all things Port Charles and Pork Chuck. Next to me is Lacretia Lyon.
Hey guys, since I'm Lacretia Lyon, you can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet since there is only one.
And the heartthrob of 2016, Frank Moran.
That I fear for 2017. Somebody's younger and hotter replacing me. Hi, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie.
There you go, kids. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
I miss you guys.
I know.
Oh,
It's been a
you
while.
say that. But
I do. I like my Sundays with you guys. Just I was busy doing other stuff. I was in Vancouver.
being an international superstar.
That was crazy talk, but it was great. I love the Hardys. It was a great crowd and everything. And many of you guys do watch this show too, so I'm glad I got to hear that. They like us and they watch our show.
Oh, and nothing, just interviewing Lori Lawton.
No.
Lori Loughlin, it was so funny. The interview was like a full circle moment. If you guys haven't seen that interview, it's on AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. I got to sit down with her and talk about Fuller House and 90210 and The Edge of Night. I brought it back all the way to the early 80s. She loved that. She thought it was so funny. She played Jodie Travis back then. So we had a good laugh about that one. So, yes. And, of course, our other member of the group, Miss Alexis Torres, is in the booth.
What up, what up?
She's here, yes. That's right, folks. I missed her, too. I missed all you guys. I did.
Rank it in order.
In
No,
order.
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm all Rocky, and then, yeah, there you go. Yes, exactly.
I know I'm last already. So
You know. So-
Stop
so-
it, Frank.
That's how it works. That's why he's way over there. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna do a little bit of business really quick. And one thing is, I want to tell you the schedule of GH Report for the next month. Because some people were asking me like, what's going on, what's happening. Okay, so number one, they will be here next week. I won't. I'll be already on the road. I'm going back east, take care of some family stuff. I know. I'm here for like one day and that's it. But then after that, we're off for 2 weeks because of the holidays. It turns out Christmas Day and New Year's Day fall on Sundays.
No.
So we will not be here. But January 8th, all three of us will be back.
I won't be here, January
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's
See
right.
us.
She won't
Yeah.
be here. It'll be me and Frank. It'll be the all-male show.
That's
Male
right.
review.
But on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, I will be at my home ranting and raving about GH.
Oh my
so,
God.
You know.
You could almost bet on that, right? For sure.
I'll be
Yes.
with my family, so therefore I'll be drunk.
Well, you'll be drunk. Oh, me too.
No.
I'll be in snow, so I'll be drunk myself.
You should
Mommy.
Facebook Live a mini rant.
I mean, you should. Oh my God, you
Yeah.
should see what happens. People tweet it. It's so funny. But we want to tell you guys, we love you guys. We're so glad. We're closing out another year of doing this show. It's our second year of doing this kind of this time period.
We're almost going to get the hang of it.
We're almost gonna get good. Oh my God, almost there. Now, also, you guys, we do a lot of these shows at AfterBuzz, and we get some sponsorship because they help us to do these shows to bring these to you guys. And so we have a nice little announcement for you guys. For you, of course, this is General Hospital, of course. And apparently, this week at General Hospital, there's some things going on, as you know. Hayden's at death's door with Finn's experimental serum treatment. Was save or kill her? I don't know. Meanwhile, Lulu vows to fight for everything she has to keep. Little Charlotte away from Valentine. Get ready for a Spencer Castelline thing. I might have some issues over here. Am I in? I'm having problems. Okay. Maxie throws Sam a baby shower, which is kind of funny because we haven't seen them together in a long time. But what happens during that party? Ooh, it's going to be a shocker.
I remembered their friends, though.
I know.
Yeah.
They're friends. I can't believe it. Since this is the holiday season, and we know what happened this week, which we'll talk about, it could be a season of miracles for Julexis. I don't know. What is about to happen, you will not believe. Plus, Laura makes a choice. I was like, okay, will she make Kevin part of her life in 2017? Laura gives him an answer. She better. He said he loved her. Also, the Corinthos family, which is, Lucretia's favorite, celebrates their first Christmas without Morgan, but the day turns awkward with Nell's presence. Ooh. And what would a holiday be without a scandalous murder? Another murder? Okay, so get ready for a winter murder mystery that will keep you on the edge of your seat. So there was a minute of General Hospital on ABC. All this week on ABC Daytime. And we're going to talk about it, of course. They're asking people for you to tape your rants.
I certainly will, because I feel like my interest is the one that's going to be murdered.
Oh, how funny.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
I like that. I like that.
Oh.
I love that. And of course, trying to get to 2,000 likes on Facebook. You know, I know that story already.
Cool.
So.
Yeah.
You already know that story. Surprise us, and by the time we get back in January, we'll be there, right?
There's no such thing as a Christmas miracle when it comes to that.
Yeah, I was like, dang it.
I don't know. If Julexis can get back together, we can get 2,000 likes, right?
Yes, it's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let's get right in. And so what happened this last week? I'm trying to remember what happened this week. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's him. I
That's
thought it was me.
Lexus, guys.
Well,
No.
it's me. It's him. Oh, okay.
Hi, Alexis.
Yeah.
Take care.
He's like, bye. He's like, bye. He's like, bye. So what happened? So what happened this week?
All right. Well, let's.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start, Frank?
Actually, let's start with something that I did enjoy. So
No.
we'll start there, and then we'll work our
So
way
small.
down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
To by the end, where I'm just shouting, I'm just standing by there. Ah, what is this?
Oh, my God.
Let's talk Jason, Curtis, and Sam.
I
Yeah.
love the storyline. I love Jason and Curtis.
Yes.
Yeah. They're cool bros. He's
Yeah.
way better for him than Sonny. I had to throw it out there. Sorry, guys.
Uh-oh.
But too, like, just the three of them, the dynamic is interesting. And it's like, see, that's the thing, is all J-Sam needed was a sexy black man like Curtis.
We all need a
As we all
sexy
need
black
that.
man. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you beat me to the punch. I'm like, we
Yeah.
all need that. I think it's funny how they were showing Jason laughing at him when he was in the dumpster and the rats.
Yes.
So I'm the same way. Them rats are. Basically, if you ever been to New York and where places rats are big. But it was kind of funny how they were just. He was kind of just chuckling at it. It's another side of Jason.
No, it was nice. It's always nice when you get to see Stone Cold actually kind of
Yes.
smile and chuckle.
Yes.
I will say the one part I didn't like, as I mentioned before we went on there, it's like, I didn't like everything about that, was the really cheesy acting, and I just like the ham-handed cover story they wanted to do when they get the truck driver or the van driver out
didn't
there.
mind that.
He's holding the wrench on the tire
Made him
iron on his
crazy.
shoulder. Yeah, I just need to hit things or I go. I'm like, oh brother.
I liked that.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
love
I didn't mind
cheesy.
it.
I'm
Me
like,
too.
Oh.
I didn't mind it so much. I know you was. I feel like that was done on purpose, though, kind of to be kind of cheese, maybe. You know, I didn't mind it so much. So
That's why I love Dante. I love the cheese. So I'm
yes,
like, yeah,
the cheese.
yeah.
I love it. Yeah, but anyways, having the three of them together, I think it's just working on this together. I think it's great. I've had many discussions with people about Jason and Sam not having like a storyline, and people are trying to tell me because she's pregnant. I'm like, you can still have a storyline. Women do. I don't know who work up until pregnancy. And
Oh,
you can have a storyline. I like the way they're doing it. Like the guys are kind of doing the heavy lifting. Then they're coming back to her and they're talking about it. I think I have no problem with that.
It's the the setting though for the alleyway. I mean, it's like we're inside a soundstage.
Well, yeah. That's kind of fun. I liked it. I think it's great. It shows another side of Curtis. Shows another side of Jason. I like to have them become friends, kind of on some level, in this kind of thing. I like it.
And I would hope that it would continue past this as well.
Yes, I agree.
And I do like that they're being above board with each other too. So even though Curtis says, "I know you told me not to, but I did go to the cops."
I agree.
Yeah, and so I like that they're not trying to pull something over on the other.
I agree. I totally agree with that too. There's no backstab. It's just like they're all just kind of having fun. Billy Miller has a great sense of humor. He does. I mean, I just think, but we don't see it very often because it's always so serious. I kept smiling when he was kind of smiling at him in the other dumpster. It just made me laugh. Or when he was trying to get him into the dumpster, like, okay, come on, you want to get this? You got to find that bag. It was kind of fun. Because Curtis like, you want me in there? Like, I totally know what I'd be the same way as Curtis. Like,
Or that he finds at the bottom of the trash can like those World's Fair glasses, and he's
Oh,
all
yeah.
excited about that.
I like that.
He's like, oh, I'm holding on to these.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
You guys have never been dumpster diving before? It can be a fun
It
adventure.
can be. I've done it. I'm
Yeah.
all in. I'm all in. I loved it. So I like that part of the storyline.
Some of the moments over, like, because when Curtis goes to the precinct and then he's watching
yes.
that on the laptop, he's like, oh my gosh, what is that? And it makes it seem like it's going to be like a gang-changing
Yeah.
revelation, and like it was built up to be like that.
It
And then when
was.
he shows the video to Jason Kelly's, I'm like, oh, there's a
That was
homeless
it?
guy.
Yeah.
Homeless
Yeah.
guy saw this. I'm like, that was all.
Yeah, I thought it was something big too. I was like, okay.
Great.
James liked it because Donnell Turner was. Yes, Alicia Rutherford. Anything that's to do with Donnell Turner, of course, I love, of course. I have no shame with that, of course.
Well, speaking of hot men that James likes in the
Yes.
show, we'll sidetrack there from the ongoing where that ties into Julian. But let's talk about Nathan and Maxie for a moment because we're talking about shirtless dancing. Or
That was
Yeah.
cheesy. No, that was cheesy to me. I mean, one thing I was upset about it, but because I didn't mind looking, but I'm just like, that was a little cheesy. He was in basically his underwear.
this is like, what are you doing with Maxie and Nathan? Like this, you had better stuff for them, and then you give them this really corny thing where Maxie's just obsessed about learning what the secret. Like, why? Why are you so excited? Why don't you spoil the secret for yourself?
Yeah, that's the thing is Maxie and Nathan were headed in such a good direction, so I really don't understand why they're throwing this in there. I didn't mind the cheese because, of course, who doesn't want to look at Ryan in his underwear?
Yeah.
But like. Her with the secret part, although Maxie's like the best friend ever, getting 2 pelvic exams.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy, too. I was like, okay. Yes, Sherlock, cheesy, but he is hot. Yes, he is hot. You know, I'm just saying it was a little cheese, but I mean, I didn't turn away. But just like, yes, it was kind of fun. I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like sometimes they don't know what to do with that, Maxie and Nathan sometimes. I feel like they go back and forth. Like, we're going to make them grow, then we're going to throw it back. We're going to make them grow, and then it's like they go back and forth sometimes with them.
Yeah, and they're not the only ones. It's really odd how they just seem to be changing things when it was going in a good direction with them and Griffin and the Claudette story. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't know if the writers are sitting around like, well, you know, we've got Nathan and Max. We haven't seen them all. Can we just give them really something just cheesy to do? I don't know.
And I mean, you know, and obviously, and people did like that.
Yeah,
Max,
Kelly from PEI is like, about time we got another scene with Ryan and his undies.
That's
I
so
love
funny.
her.
Yeah,
When Karen's like, Maxie in the search for the gift was dragged out a bit too long.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
tiresome. That, as I was telling Lacretia last week, that is like the Maxie I enjoy the least. Is when she's just like nitpicking on trivial stuff like that. I'm like, oh, just let it go, Maxie. Come on. And then the awkward staging moment of her like just pushing Nathan down and him hurting his back and icing it. Like, why are we seeing this? Why is this relevant? Why?
Yeah.
It's just because they know women watch daytime TV and just want to see him in his underwear.
that's what it
And
is.
I'm like, we could see that and have story too.
Yes.
There's this thing called Game of Thrones that has plenty of naked dudes and a lot of story.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. I mean, Spartacus did it. A lot of shows did
Spartacus.
it. Oh, they did all kinds of stuff on
My
that
Weather
show.
Wizard.
They did all kinds of stuff on that show. Every Friday night, I was at home.
Well, we'll hop back to Nathan and Maxie a little
Yes.
bit as they tie into other storylines during the week. But we'll hop back to what we were talking about first. We got Jason, Curtis, and Sam. They're investigating the whole thing about Julian. So that leads us with Julian and Alexis.
Okay, how are we? Okay, so I have my little mini rant about this one.
Yes!
I got a mini rant, you guys.
Do it.
Okay, this whole thing. Okay, so we find out basically that the van, of course, belonged to. He set up the bomb. The van covered the thing and blah blah. But to have Alexis, who hit him by accident, it was by accident. She was drunk, yeah. They're gonna blackmail her into like taking care of him. It's just, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just dead on Alexis at this point. They're not doing anything for me to make them like them again. I feel like they're just making it's making all the wrong moves. I'm not interested in seeing this. It just, to me, it feels like torture for Alexis. I feel like this is like, you're just making Alexis' character go through all this crap.
And the sad thing is that when Jack said, hey, why don't we treat this as your rock bottom? And now we're not.
No.
So this was already like just not that fun to watch. So what are we going to be setting up next? It could be worse than this. That Alexis is going to realize, like, I really got to get my act together.
Yeah, I really don't understand the direction of this storyline. If we were going to have this be Alexis's rock bottom, she should have hit someone else and Julian be protecting her. That would have made more sense.
I get that one. Okay.
Her hitting Julian and him blackmailing her doesn't make us want them to get together. As much as I like William DeVry, it's really hard to pull Julian out of the gutter. Now, basically, a lot of people have compared it to Luke and Laura. It's like Laura got together with Luke after he raped her. And ideally, that's worse than what Julian did. But still, it's like, we still don't want to see that. It's not the 80s anymore. That's not okay on TV.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say something about the whole Luke and Laura thing, too, because that obviously, not saying rape was like anything at all, but it was just, he thought he was going to die. So he thought it was his last night on Earth, and he told Laura to go, and Laura didn't go, and that's how it all happened. And so what's really funny with this thing is he tried to kill Alexis, and which is like, and his motives were something different. Not saying either one was correct or right, not at all. Both were wrong situations. But Luke and Laura's popularity was so big at that point. It was a strange time in history that you can't really repeat that again because it was just a weird time. They called it seduction later, which was all kind of wrong. Then they revisited it later, saying it really was a rape. So I mean, it was a whole different thing. Julian Alexis is a separate thing where he went gone crazy and then tried to kill her. Luke never tried to kill Laura. I mean, raping her was really bad, but Julian tried to kill Alexis, and now you're trying to say that he loves her, but they're not really explaining anything about why he tried. I mean, at least Luke, we got his backstory.
Yeah, that's the thing, is we don't have a good enough explanation to absolve Julian or somehow forgive him yet. Now, they may be working on it, but at this point, it's like, okay, we could have gone the crazy route. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he had a brain tumor. That always
Right,
works.
that always works, yes.
But it's like, now it's to the point of, where do we go from here? And I'll just start singing. But,
There you go. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just, I just think that we can't compare the two. I think they're two separate things. And I do agree with Rodale. Alexis deserves a better storyline, first of all. And so does Julie. I think both deserve better storylines. I like William DeVry. I don't want him to leave the show either. I think he's good. Him and Ava are fascinating together as brother and sister. I think there's other ways to get them, and then maybe a long time try, maybe get them together. But I think right now it's just too soon.
yeah, to me, it's too soon. And the Alexis drinking storyline was working well without Julian.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know why they brought that in.
Let your light shine. 17 said something that was good. He didn't just try to kill her. He fantasized by killing Alexis before he actually tried.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very
So
true, yeah.
it's a whole different thing. Luke raped
Premeditated.
Laura at the last minute. He was like, he just felt like because he wanted her so bad, and he thought he was going to die, and she wouldn't leave, and they were drinking and the disco music, and he took her. And now it's like, it's still bad, but it's a different story than he didn't fantasize about raping Laura or killing her. It's such a different, it
The
screams.
tone was different.
The tone was different. Both wrong things,
Yeah.
but just the tone was different. And it is too soon. That's what P.I. Kelly says. It's too soon. He's too soon.
It's just, I mean, and no matter what, even if Julian, as I guess is being set up, that he's doing, he bombed himself for some other reason. He's covering up whoever is behind the bombing.
Yeah.
There's just no way that it's going to make him seem heroic. I don't think there's anything that he could reveal that he's going to be like, yeah, Julian was a hero in this.
Because he basically killed Morgan.
Yeah.
I don't think Julian is the one who actually
Okay.
because he wouldn't have had Curtis investigate if he'd bombed himself initially.
Okay.
He thought it was Sonny. Or something to do with that, so he wanted to know. But I think when he realized it was possibly a family member that's not Ava.
Yes, it's not
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like,
I know some things.
yes, there's some stuff. I've read some stuff too, kind of. So, yes, but anyway, so that's all we'll say right now. Yes.
But I just, it's one of those where it's like, how much longer are we going to be dragging this out? And I can only imagine probably, oh gosh, it's probably going to be like February sweeps, maybe, that
Oh my God.
it's going to hit some kind of big rock bottom type of thing.
Yeah, I love Simran's comment in here. Ava and Julian, they feel like they belong on Game of Thrones to me. The incest is real. I get uncomfortable watching them sometimes.
She kissed him on the lips the other day. She was like, she gave like this little smooch. I was like, oh, go on, girl. I
Yeah.
was like, well, yeah,
My
okay.
brother and I are close, and we don't kiss like that.
We
We're
don't.
from East Texas, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, we don't, I don't kiss any of them like that either. I'm like, no, don't do that.
But I do agree that they have inappropriate chemistry, sort of like Trevor St. John and Brie
yeah.
Williamson did. It's
Yeah,
like,
they did too, yeah. So you guys out there, do you think Julexa should happen? I mean, tell me. Just tell me in the chat what you think it should happen.
But the hard part is, like, as Alexis says, all right, if I can make everybody believe this, then we got a deal. And just the few people that don't even know her
Griffin
that
was
well.
like, excuse me.
Yeah, he doesn't even know her that well. And he's like, you don't seem like somebody that's
Right.
really
Yeah.
feeling bad about
He
this.
tried to kill my father. He killed my father. Blah, blah. What are you doing? I'm like, yeah, exactly. It seems ridiculous. God. Oh my God. It's Olivia Jerome. I've heard that rumor, so we can't confirm anything. But we've heard that
I
rumor.
can neither confirm nor
Or
deny
deny.
that.
We've heard that rumor.
The only thing I'm bummed about, though, is that
I hope its homegirl comes back and does it.
I wish that when Griffin and Alexis did have that scene, and she said, how well can you keep a confidence? And he said, well, I'm not a priest, so you can't. I mean, I will keep them to myself, but I wish just to give Griffin something else to do, because he right now, other than just being kind of tied in with Anna, he doesn't have much else going on. It would have been nice to at least have him involved in some other people in a different storyline. So I wish, as much as I'm not a big fan of him as a priest, at least in this case, it would have opened him up to other characters to interact with,
I
which
agree.
would have been nice.
Everybody's saying in here no Julexa so far, so that's good.
Yeah.
Go to separate ways. I think for now at least. Maybe long, maybe later, maybe. They do have chemistry on some level. I mean, they do, but I'm just saying right now it's a little too soon. He tried to kill you like a month ago. Hello?
Yeah. it's-
Hello?
Ugh.
I got mad at my brother for just like eating the peanut butter, and I didn't talk to him for like a month. I'm like, can you imagine him trying to kill me? Like, hello? Come on,
Yeah.
give us some time.
I mean, my brother tried to kill me, and we were fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're still
Yeah.
alive. Griffin and Liz. Ooh.
I feel like the only thing that's going to make Alexis is one of the three girls is going to have to be put in danger because of her.
Yeah.
I think because certainly it wasn't Danny. Danny wasn't enough to make it happen.
No.
So I got to feel like it's got to be something really life-threatening to one of the girls.
I agree. Yeah, Tanya Walker. Yes, we love her. So.
Ah, yes.
Yes, Cheryl Hawk. Okay, so what's the next storyline?
Well, as we're talking the whole Julian thing, we're kind of tying in there. Why don't we just tie in with Curtis, Jordan, and Andre? And we'll throw in a little Anna in there too, because I was excited to see Anna and Andre.
Yes. Okay, I have to say, first of all, when Jordan, I had to kind of collect myself for a second. When Jordan put the handcuffs to Curtis on that table, and she was standing right in front of him, and they looked at each other, I was like, oh my God, they need to kiss. Like, they need to kiss now. It was kind of hot to me, and I was just like, this is kind of I really didn't think they should be together at all, but now I'm kind of like looking at them differently. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, when she handcuffed him.
It was kind of hot. I like that.
I'm liking Jordan less and less as police commissioner. I really am. She's just annoying.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. It's like Jordan's a little bit too bitchy, and I really don't like when they insist that strong women have to be bitches. And it's like, no, she was fine the way she was. Why do we have to keep making her? I mean, and I get her thing with Curtis because she's sexually frustrated. She just wants to take off all his clothes. But it's when it's also directed at other people. It's like, it's annoying when it's him, but it makes sense. But then she's like a super bitch to other people. I'm like, what is the deal here?
Yeah, I agree. I think. Well, the PCPD is incompetent. Obviously, we know that, and it just makes me laugh because Curtis. We don't need your help. I don't need. Like, he has more information than you do.
Yeah.
It's like, you obviously are a slow bitch. You guys have been pulling them together, and they have more information than you do. You obviously do need his help.
Oh, Cheryl Hawk has a great kiss. I was hoping that conference table will be used for something interesting for once.
Woo! All right, girl. I agree on that one. I'd be fine with that too. Oh yes, and I know. I was like, go on, Cheryl. Cheryl's in cold weather right now, so she's kind of feeling it out right now. Sarah, see, I agree with you. And Anna and Andre, I can't get the words out. Anna and Andre have chemistry still.
Oh yeah, I was hoping that it hadn't, fanned out.
Yeah, it didn't.
I was like, nope.
It didn't at all. I was like, I love how they kind of addressed it a little bit too. Like, are you okay working with me on this, this case or whatever? It's like, And he's smart because he has his own experience with the WSB and stuff too. It's kind of like they can almost be like equals and
Yeah.
And he looked hot in them jeans. I was like, there was one scene when he walked around the table. And I saw his jeans. He was standing in front of Anna. I was like, yeah. I had to go in the other room for a second. I was like, good scene. Yes.
Still, the staging and the blocking of the scene with Curtis and Jordan, after she releases him from the handcuffs, says, all right, I have something to show you. And then walks him into the interrogation room with just like the lowly laptop just there. Like, why is this just sitting there? I mean, anybody can walk into this room and look at it.
Laptop. I know, it's kind of weird. I did know that was kind of weird too. I was like, oh, okay, just sitting around. So I go, sure, you go there. We go next Saturday. I'll be in Pittsburgh next Saturday, so I'll be in the cold myself. It was just like, there's a laptop in here. Okay, that's stuff on it. Okay, not locked. She didn't put any passwords or anything. She's like, oh, here it is. Look at it.
Yeah, I feel like it's frustrating when I guess at least for a while, like Sonny was seen as the hero. Sonny and Jason, Carly seemed more the heroes of the show. So you could never get them get arrested. But it just feels like, why do we always have to more often than not write the cops as just thick-headed, one note? It gets really irritating after a while. It's like, come on, let's do something different. Let's have the cops be smart.
But you know what? It's funny. All the soaps do it.
Yeah,
it's
all of
so funny. The soaps on Days of Our Lives, they're really known for being dumb. I mean, like, just dumb. I mean, it happens. So, I mean, Young and Restless sometimes too.
Yeah, that's why Steve Burton had to leave, because his cop was too smart.
That's
like,
right.
oh, Dylan,
It's just like, God, they make all these shows make the cops really dumb, which I don't understand that either. Like, why can't someone be smart or actually catch a case?
John McBain is the only one, because John McBain was the only hero cop I can think of.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're operating in a world where people are attempting murder, doing some kind of, very much, on the edge of illegal or if just illegal activities, and then your whole cast would be in jail, which then it'd be all right. They'll just have the whole cast in prison for a while and then hang out there.
It could be kind of fun, actually. I like a good umbrella story. Sure.
So we got Anna and Andre. They're chatting about Valentine Cassadine.
Yes.
So we're seeing some moves with him this way. I mean, Anna is. What do you think is the secret between?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure. I really don't know.
Yeah, to me, I speculated last week when it was just us about that maybe they knew each other in boarding school and had a little bit of a fling, sort of like Julie and Alexis. Because he seems to be enamored with her.
Oh, yeah, kind of, yeah.
And, you know, maybe it's also, he could have been a recruit in the WSB with her. There's something tied there because she seems to, you know, question the boarding school. So I was like, either she knows someone who went to that school, and it turns out to be him, or what? Yeah.
Because people do look different when they were kids. They look different as adults. I mean, it could happen. Yeah, there's something that they just there's something there. And I see a little chemistry, of course. Oh, Anna has chemistry with everybody, but and James Patrick Stewart has chemistry with everybody too.
Oh God.
I wrote about him, but this week I like to see my screen this week. But I don't know. I'm trying. Those are good choices. I don't know either. I'm like, what could it be? I mean,
yeah, I don't know, because I don't know about like the childhood thing, because the photo that he has of Anna is so much more when she's in the WSB. So I feel like if it was a childhood thing, maybe have like a younger photo of her, maybe. But I don't know.
Well, see, Cheryl Hawk says she heard rumors that they're siblings.
Yeah.
Like they're half siblings or something, probably.
That could be interesting.
Okay. Everybody, I need for a second, because this is soap historian here. I'm trying to remember. There is Anna and Alex. They were twins. Alex was introduced on All My Children.
Yes.
Now, what's his name? Their cousin?
Aiden. Yeah, Aiden
was their
Devane.
cousin.
Yeah.
Devane. He was a cousin. So.
He was hot, by the way.
Yeah, we liked him. Aiden Turner. So that was it. Okay, so that's all we know about her family so far. The girl, Philomena, was like a family friend who took care of Robin as a kid, as like a grandmother figure. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that's all it was in the family, I guess. Like, I guess it could be a sibling. Could be a brother or something. From her father or her mother. Or
I know.
her mother, because Mikos is the father. Be interesting, that'd be really interesting, actually. That she's related to the Cassadines herself in a weird way.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting, I guess.
Because I could always see Anna as a Cassadine. Like,
I could. I could see it. Dark hair and all that stuff. I can see that.
And that's why the people are talking about the Prospect Park lawsuit now being over with. I'm like, then could we get Vincent Irizarry on here as Dr. David Hayward? Because it's General Hospital.
Yes.
He was married to Anna.
Yes.
And,
But he's busy right now as Deimos on Days of Our Lives.
Well, days, I think. Their days are numbered.
The days may be numbered. So,
Yeah.
you can hear from us, of course, but yes. But yeah. They could have, so. Because Alexis is a half sibling too, because they have the same father. It'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
But I also wondered, like, Anna being connected to the WSB, don't you think she would keep track of her family? Like, even, like, so she would kind of know she has a stepbrother?
I don't know. It's a good question. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Writing out, who knows, right? I have no idea.
So then we have Valentine, though. Let's just jump into the whole Valentine thing. So I know I saw Lacretia tweeting and stuff like that. Really enjoying her Valentine action there.
You guys, J. Patrick Stewart actually messaged me yesterday. I sent to them. His wife is a professional organizer, and he saw that I am one too, and actually tweeted at me.
And that is without you reaching out to him first. He just shouted at you.
Yeah, exactly.
I
was so shocked. When I saw that. That's why I sent you guys right away. Like, oh my God!
Yeah.
I guess he read my profile. It says professional organizer. He goes, very sweet or whatever. So I asked his wife to be on my show, my radio show.
That's awesome.
And he said I'm going to talk to her.
That is so
Then
cool.
we'll try to get him in here. Get him on here also. Get him on here. I just think he is just amazing. He's breathed life into General Hospital for me. I love him and my girl, Michelle Stafford's character, Nina, together. I love them. I love his interactions with Lulu. It's reignited that whole storyline. Laura, I think it's a great character.
He just makes everything better.
I agree.
Like, that's the thing, is he's just so awesome. I don't know how to say it. It's like, I love me some Dr. Hot Breeze, but Valentine is just like, and Nina, I don't blame her. And she's like, no, I'm here by choice, Nathan.
She's upset. She said, my boyfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, you go, girl.
And he's just, I don't want Lulu to win. I'm against Lulu all over this. Well, for many reasons, and we'll get to that later. But
no, I'd love them together. I just think it's. I think the writing is good. I think this week was a right amount of time. She didn't just jump into his bed right away. I kind of like the whole, there's a storm. That stuff's kind of cheesy, but I like it. She couldn't leave Spoon Island. I liked all that. I had no problem with that.
I got some problems.
Okay, I know he does.
Yeah,
I know he does. I know he does. Tell him.
No, but again, and I've said this before, my only problem is just the way that he was introduced, where, you see him kill Nicholas, and it's not like the Cassadines at Old Lake when Stefan came by on.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a Cassadine, but you don't know what his agenda is. You have no idea, is he good, is he bad? But, when you see Valentine come on first, the first thing he does is he kills Nicholas.
well, that's why Nicholas needs to come alive, because I think that's really the only reservation anyone has about Valentine. So if Nicholas were alive, it'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
I kind of agree with you. He's like,
Yeah.
he's come back to life, obviously.
Because just like the ambiguity of the Cassadines when they're introduced, that's what made it interesting. Because you're like, oh, I don't know what the deal is. But like now we're like, man, we know you killed him. And as much as you tell everybody else, like, no, you don't know the whole story. You have no proof. You're like, we watched you do that. So
yeah, I guess I'm just letting it go. I'm like, that's fine. You killed Nicholas.
Yeah,
Oh well.
whatever.
Whatever.
No, it's like you're pretty.
You're pretty.
It's
It's
okay.
fine. I don't care. But I see what you're saying. But also, but they seem to be trying to explain some of his childhood. But him and Nina exchanged Christmas stories. That was very real.
no, very true.
She told her story. He told his.
No, and I do like how he was explaining why he likes Nina so much. That she's a strong woman. She says what she feels. There's no hidden agendas with her, and he really likes that. And he keeps liking her more and more the more time he spends with her. So I do like their relationship. It just is always like, man, it's just why did you have to bring him in that fashion? You could have eliminated the killing Nicholas part and just had him coming in, maybe even holding some people hostage and stuff. But I just feel like killing Nicholas was just almost like a little too far.
Well, Cheryl thinks maybe he helped Nicholas. Maybe it's a stage death.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know.
No,
I mean, I feel like that's probably a way they could write it.
Yeah,
write
right.
it in,
Yeah, they could. I mean, they could. Michael B. We have no idea if they're recasting the Nicholas. I haven't heard anything.
And Tyler still does the fan events.
Yeah, he does
so
fan
I
events,
don't
yeah.
think it's out of the question if they wouldn't work something out
He's
if
left
we
before.
keep talking about it.
He's
yeah.
left before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's come back, and he's just come back.
Not that I wouldn't mind. I mean, it'd be great if Tyler came back in another 6 months or so like that, and just give because certainly where he was at that point, just like the character had just been kind of like beaten into a corner. So it'd be nice to kind of have some time off the canvas to kind of come in, and you could have a few different things you could do with him differently now that he's been away for a while.
Yeah, because I really like the relationship with Ava. And
Yes.
too, Ava, much like Valentine came on, is killing, like, Connie wasn't as beloved as Nicholas, though, and I think that's what's helped her. But, yeah, that's the thing, is they tend to bring people in that people love, but have them do something horrible that they have to write out of that hole. I wish they would quit doing that.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody here saying bring Nick Stabile back, which,
would like
we
him,
liked
too.
him. We
Yeah.
liked him.
Yeah.
I know some fans don't, but I liked him. And, of course, again, he had a chemistry with Ava. So, I mean, with Nora West. So, I mean, I think it would be, I had no problem with Nick Stabile coming back. I had no problem with him being Nicholas.
No, I'd rather see more Cassadine drama than I would probably see gang drama.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw you guys in here earlier in the chat room talking about how you need to move away from the mob, which was another thing that happened back in the late 90s, 2000s, where we were talking about it was too mob heavy. I totally agree. For some reason, General Hospital is a mob thing. They always have gone back to the mob stuff. I don't know why either. I love Cassadine drama. They used to have heavy Cassadine drama back in the day. I love it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the Cassadines and, like, the WSB stuff's way more interesting than the mob stuff. And I'm glad that they're getting away from it, too. And now we've got more hospital-related stuff with Hayden and Finn and Liz and everybody in there, yeah.
And, of course, the big thing with Valentine, though, is we've got young baby Charlotte. And we've been talking about this for a while, but what could be the paternity of young baby Charlotte?
And James called a long time ago. Yeah.
I know, we all said it.
We all
Even
said
my
it.
mom, who barely watches
She knew
anymore,
it. We all
still
knew
was
it.
like, yeah, that's Lulu's baby.
Now, some folks say it's too soon of a review, but I kind of liked it on Friday. I'm kind of glad the reveal came out. I'm glad it came out,
Yes.
actually.
Too, I don't want it to drag out
No.
because I still don't want Lulu to have Charlotte. I don't mean to be mean, but as I'll say, it is really hard for me to sympathize with the Lulu character just because we've been through this so long, and it's to the point where you already have a son. How does Rocco feel? How does Dante feel? You know, everyone else in your life. This has been an obsession of yours, so I think it's one of those things that she needs to look back at herself. And two, Nina and Valentine are the ones raising this kid at this point. Valentine is actually, you know, whether you saw him kill Nicholas or not, and if they undo that, he seems to love this kid, takes care of her. Like, so, hey, this is, you know, the person who's been raising her. And Nina is someone who's always wanted to be a mom, doing so much for this kid. How can you sit and look at yourself, Lulu, and take it from Nina, who's not done anything to you?
Well, a lot of folks think that he's lying.
I don't know, because, I mean,
I don't
certainly,
either. I don't think they would do that. I don't think.
I mean, I guess we have to find out his motivations, because certainly it wasn't, it can't be like a completely, I always wanted a child. Like, why this embryo? There's too many connections, like, too many historical connections between those two families to think that this is just like by pure coincidence that this embryo fell into his lap, and he's like, well, I guess I should have a baby.
I was going to just say that there's a whole Spencer Cassadine thing, and to me, it's like, oh my gosh, she's like her mother. She has a Cassadine child.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like it has to be. I have a feeling it's her child.
Because I thought it was initially. I think it's her kid, but at the same time, it's just like, I think she's going to go through all this, and, you know, after talking with everyone and seeing things, I don't see Lulu raising Charlotte
Interesting.
And because to me, I honestly don't want to see that. Like, you know, you have Rocco, and if you want to have a baby another way, that's fine. But this whole embryo nonsense has run a really bad storyline since the beginning. And I just, again, like, Lulu is not a character to root for now. And I don't get, like, why they continue to make her this way, because she is so not Laura and Luke's kid. She's an imposter.
Well, it's funny. I am liking Dante these days.
Oh, yeah. Dante is awesome.
They've really written him really well these days. His acting is great, and they're showing his whole side of things. And so, I mean, if anything is part of the storyline, it's showing us that. I've met people who were saying to me online that they felt this Lulu wasn't being a Spencer, that she was being something totally different.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to agree with me, and, you know, like, Toph London is saying, like, Lulu is annoying right now with the baby stuff. Charlotte's musical parents has been a little bit much. I mean, that's the thing is, again, Charlotte would be ripped from somebody else, told this is her new dad.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to do that to this child?
Yeah.
That's the thing is, it's very selfish of Lulu.
Yeah.
And I can't figure because Valentine, he's got such an animosity towards his own family as well for the way that he was treated. So I don't understand like what his agenda is on this too. Does he just want to keep doing something that the rest of the family enjoyed doing, which is just kind of torturing the Spencers? Does he want to continue that? And if so, why? Because if he was so against the family, why would he want to continue their legacy? Why wouldn't he want to do something else? So I don't know exactly what his motivation is yet.
I don't either.
Yeah, because, too, Valentine may not be aware that it's not his. Too. That may be it, that he may have thought, well, I did that. Because Claudette's known to be a liar, too. Valentine may have no idea it's just Stavros.
That's true. I mean, but I think it's a Cassadine baby. It's a half Cassadine baby.
It's something Cassadine.
It's something Cassadine. And I'm excited for this part of the storyline. For me, I'm excited, but I want to see what happens.
I was excited that they got to the reveal because so many times we've complained about, and me too, like how long they've dragged out stuff. So it was great that they nailed this.
I agree.
But the cheesy visit to the doctor in New York.
I liked it kind of.
Come on.
It was like old school, like, you know, two friends.
Yeah, the Maxie and Lulu part of it was not that bad, just because they're friends, and like Maxie is always funny in these situations. But yeah, like Lulu was not as appreciative as she should have been for poor Maxie getting 2 pelvic exams. That's again goes back to Lulu's just utter selfishness for like months. I'm like, I am done with this girl. Ugh.
Oh, that's so funny. But you weren't feeling
So,
it.
all right, so they get locked in the room, which is already dumb. That, of course, as soon as Lulu walks in and closes the door, like, it should have just been, keep the door open, come on out with me. But they go in the door and it gets locked behind him. As soon as the doctor comes in to talk to him once, why don't you just jump him? Why are they just standing there? Just like, it's 2 women, 2 younger women against 1 older man. Just jump them and get out of there. Like, and they just stand there the whole time, and then he locks the door again. I'm like, what are you doing, you dum-dums? Get out of there.
I thought it was kind of cheesy hijinks. I thought it was kind of cute to me.
And I'm done with people knocking over the folders and
that part was like,
scattering the papers on the floor. Oh.
I know. It's like, oh my God, it's all over the place. I'm like, that folder was huge anyway. It was like a huge folder.
Yes.
Cheese and crackers. It was just huge. I'm like, what kind of folder is this? And it says Baby Cassadine on it, really.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
The title.
That's the thing. It's
Small
like
rant
that
for me on
part
that one,
was a little like, I didn't mind the little hijinks a bit, but.
Yes.
And for somebody that room, that nurses or that little check-in area is so close to that doctor's examining room. Just Lulu, zero quiet during that time, opening those and slamming those drawers. I'm like, Lulu, come on, they're like 10 feet away from you.
I know.
Keep it down.
Like somebody said here, seedy office. Yeah, it was very seedy. They're all preach Frank. They look like Frank. I don't know. It didn't bother me as much. I just thought it was kind of cutesy. It did remind me of the old days of like hijinks, and we don't see enough of that anyway on there. It's like kind of between Jason and Curtis and her, and I kind of liked it this week. It was like, some little hijinks.
Yeah, I'm all for hijinks, but just, man, just stage it better, please. I beg of you.
The old school doctor's office, I know. But at least it's out now. So now it's out. We have the fallout of what this means. It'll be very interesting to see what happens next.
And a nice slap from Lulu to Valentine.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yes.
There you go, girl.
And keeping up with the Spencers, we've got Laura and Kevin. And Laura just feeling like, as Valentine mentioned, that there's a connection, their family is connected. And Laura just trying to figure out what that means. And I like her scene with Kevin, kind of processing that, what that meant.
Yes, and I'm glad that. And then when he called her out, and she kind of was like, she's like, shut up. And she walked over, and so funny, she said it. Because I didn't say anything yet. It was kind of funny. It's like, it felt like a real conversation between 2 people. Just like, I'm all for anybody, of the older set having scenes together, and just kind of these 2 vets who can act and have like tons of history. It was just very much like two people talking it out. And when he said that, this is why I love you, because he sees like this is like she's related to my son and it's like family. I like that. It was really honest and earnest. It was just like and just real.
Yeah, I really like Laura and Kevin. This is one of those things that I never thought about it until it happened,
Same
and
here.
then you're like, I want more of this.
Yeah. We've never put those two together ever.
Yeah.
It
And
works.
The thing that frustrates me from the little promo you read, where it's like, oh, is Laura what she's gonna do in 2017 when she like Kevin? And I'm like, please don't drag this out.
Yeah,
Just let it just happen already.
Yes. But we know, we get that you and Luke were like whatever, and you and Scotty were like whatever, but you guys are actually, you know,
A mature couple. Yeah.
yeah, mature couple. All together. Let your love shine like. So, yeah, he replied. You said nothing very loudly, is what she said back to him. It was kind of funny. It was a good line.
And I also like Kevin sucking it up too when he realized that Charlotte and Valentine were coming in. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I know you guys don't get along.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. It's so funny.
Santa should just suck it up for the kids,
For the
right?
kids.
Yeah, to me, Kevin and Nina were kind of perfect in that scene,
Yes.
trying to smooth everything over because they knew
Yes.
it was awkward.
Yes.
And we're like, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good. I thought it was a good scene, and I think Kevin as Santa was an inspired choice.
And we also have around the Christmas tree, we've got Liz, Hayden, Finn, and Tracy there. A little GH drama tying out of that.
And speaking of, in the role of Frank Moran, will be James Lott Jr. today, 'cause I am a rant number 2.
Yeah.
Rant number 2. I just, oh my God, it's the Hayden part of her trying to go ice skating. You don't feel well. I mean, you're trying to run. I don't even get any of that. Of course, you collapse in his arms. I mean, just to me, it was lazy writing, lazy scenes.
Yeah, as much as I liked them together,
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
was just. I mean, it was just lazy. I do like that Liz ran into her and saw how sick she was, and I like their exchange. And I like what she said to Monica later. Liz said to Monica, just like, "I know we hate each other, blah blah blah. I hope we get to the point we can be like sisters." And in fact, she makes that phone call.
Yeah.
They keep teasing us. If Jeff Weber's coming back, come on, Jeff Weber, come back.
we need our MacGyver back.
Yeah, we did back. Regine Anderson, come back. But the whole premise of her escaping the Quartermaines to go ice skating was just like just dumb to me. Dumb.
And then to not even do it. Like, if you're going to build that all up, at least have her have that moment of getting to ice skate for a little bit. But just to stand up and then like, oh, and then collapse. Like, why did we even spend all this time here?
Right.
Then?
Yeah, it was such a waste.
And the fact that phone call, because there's a tease like, Liz makes a phone call. Why was it not to Robin Scorpio to come out and
Robin
solve
Scorpio.
this?
Oh, I know. We
Jeff
need
Weber,
our Robin
as
back.
much as it's great. It'd be great to have him on the
Yeah,
show.
exactly, yes.
Thank you. It'd be great to see Richard Dean Anderson or whoever's going to recast just that character come back. It's not going to cure. And I just want them cured. And let's move on to whatever else we can do with these characters.
Well, Michael B and Tough One, they agree with you. They want to do me on. Yeah, sure. I know it's a bucket list thing, but I don't know. I didn't like this. I didn't like the episode. I didn't like the scenes. I just thought I didn't like them.
And if you're gonna do a bucket list, then let's see like one bucket thing happen.
Yeah.
Just like it's a bucket list, and we're not even gonna get that far.
Right.
I'm gonna pass out. Like, well,
I think there's other things she could have tried to do. I think it could have been even more effective and more meaningful and.
like bungee jump off the side of the bridge.
Oh my God! It was over that bridge. Yes, over that bridge that Sonny and Robin always meet at.
And then I always think about jumping off when they have a sunny scene.
Oh, yes. Exactly. Oh. But I don't know. I just like her for that scene. But I do like the fact that everybody's concerned about Hayden. I do like the whole thing. But I don't mind that storyline so far. I just didn't care for that scene. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
the
all right.
Tracy caring about Hayden part
Yeah,
I like
me
because
too.
I think that they are kindred spirits and I want to
Yes.
see more with them.
I agree with that
Yeah.
completely.
And I'm just wondering like how this is gonna impact the hospital drama, which.
Yeah.
Since she was not there for that meeting,
No.
what's going to be happening? She has a tight deadline to try to kind of turn this
The
hospital
finances.
around.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's another thing too. You made her financial. You put her. The storyline puts her in this situation, but then you can't show because now she's sick.
Yeah.
So well, you give her a chance to even be in the position that
Yeah,
long.
to me, they've spread themselves too thin with
Yeah.
this. And it was like, why did we have her get sick?
Give
The-
somebody else a job.
Yeah, the Liz part is good with her
Yes.
being sick, but that's it. Like,
Yeah.
everything else is like it with Tracy and Finn and the hospital. Just seems like too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, you should give the job to somebody else, and we could see them actually fight through it, or just not make her sick that soon.
Yeah.
Have her save the hospital maybe, and then get sick, or I don't know, it could be something like that, but I just I get Liz calling Hayden's mother, but she can't cure Kate, and Robin can. I'll say, maybe she thinks she called her mother, but she said, no, she called her father.
She called Jeff Weber.
Jeff,
And then Susan English points out Rebecca is a good skater. She was on Stars on Ice show on ABC. I remember that.
So was Beth Frankel. There's on it too. Yes, that's so funny she was. So maybe it's a nod to that, maybe. Because his little side note, on Days of Our Lives, Kristen Alfonso was a junior ice skater also back in the day, and so every once in a while they would reference that every once in a while on Days of Our Lives. So mention that a little bit too. A little cross-pollination. Isn't Rom returning for Christmas? She might be. I don't know. She always comes in and out so much.
I know that Brooke Lynn is supposed to come back.
Yes, my girl. I'm so excited.
Little Emma's coming, so we better get Robin.
We better get Robin too. Maybe we'll get Robin. I like little Emma. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Send her along with just inoculations to give Hayden and Finn. Just that's what she brought. I couldn't make it, but I sent you these with Brooklyn.
Yeah, with Brooklyn, exactly.
Yeah.
Here you go. You can just see it. Here you go. Yes.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yes. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so
where's my scene, like you were saying, where's Hayden outmaneuvering that really cheesy General Hospital board member?
Yeah, your favorite guy, your favorite.
God.
I want to see more of that. To me, it's like other shows do boardroom drama. Young and Restless is a big one with that. So is Bold and Beautiful. They do boardroom drama. We'd love to have more of that. The hospital, they're setting it up. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see the board members. Let's see what's going on, and let's really work it out.
To see something that's that important to the entire show, the General Hospital itself.
Yes.
To all these scenes happening off camera. All right, great. So if you guys don't care that much about it, then why should we care about it?
Yeah.
And so as we're talking about Liz, we've got a little bit of scene with her as she was skating earlier in the week.
Yes.
Which were mentioned.
Yes.
We got Franco coming by, giving her walk safely kit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will just say, this is a little bit of a backhanded compliment because they at least did Google hockey player when Jake.
Sidney Crosby, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but when you Google hockey player, that's the first one that comes up. For a side note, Jaromir Jagr is the second, and he's the greatest hockey player of all time. Don't ever forget the mullet. But the thing is, I give them credit for at least Googling it, but it would have made way more sense to have someone who played for the Buffalo Sabres or the New York Rangers.
I agree with that.
Even the Devils, Pittsburgh, it's like not a direct enemy of that, but still. And Sid's a little bit past his prime. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw Sidney Crosby when Mario Lemieux played his last game in Pittsburgh at Mellon Arena. I saw them all play together.
I'm so jealous because Lemieux came back from cancer to kill it.
He did. I saw him play, so I did. I'm not even a hockey fan, but I had to go see it. I was in Pittsburgh, but I was like, Sidney Crosby, he's number 73. I know all about Sidney Crosby, and I kind of loved that whole thing. So yeah.
Well, Lacretia is a resident sports fan on the show. To jump back to Jason and Curtis, when Curtis mentions the Bills, did you buy that? Would you rather see the Jets or the Giants?
Well, the Bills make sense because they're supposed to be in upstate New York. So when they talk about the Bills, that makes sense, even though it's like no one likes the Bills.
My family's from Buffalo. My family's from Buffalo and West Seneca. That's all northern New York. Yeah. So when they say it, it's like, yes, they're upstate New York, so it's the closest thing they would have, I think, yeah. But I think Pittsburgh's only an hour away by plane and 6 hours away by car or train. It's not that far away. So it's not too far, but I thought it should be a New York team.
Yeah, and too, Philadelphia is closer than Pittsburgh.
Right,
Claude Giroux, the hair man. I love hockey hair, apparently.
They do. Sid the kid is from Atlantic, Canada.
Yes, he's from Nova Scotia. He's a newfie. And Brad Richards, who used to go do poker night with, was from PEI, so... His parents were lobster fishermen.
Well, I told you, I said I knew a guy from Halifax, so I used to work with him. So
was he one of the Trailer Park Boys? Did you ever watch that show?
I do not show. Yes, he wasn't one of them, but his name is Rob Ivey. I love Rob. He's a great guy. Does insurance.
So we saw that Todd had to make a little. I'm sorry, Todd. Franco.
Right, Todd.
Yes. Whoops. Franco had to do a little apologizing to Liz. At least she's like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be creeping you out so much."
Hey, Tom is creepy. Yeah. The actor that got a great job because he is creepy. And when he was talking to almost said Nell, wrong person, talking to homegirl Kiki. I was like, yeah, I'd be like, okay. And he ripped off he was writing down his number and all.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. This is 1985. Like, this is kind of crazy. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I liked how Kiki did not believe him for a second.
Yeah,
She was like,
good girl.
Yeah, she was smart about that.
Yeah.
And that was a good scene. And I like that she wants to help Franco, too.
I do.
Yeah.
I like that too. This was be fun.
I was worried that they were going to have him attack her. And
Me
I'm like,
too.
no,
Me too.
don't push Kiki down. She's going up.
Yes, I agree. I got nervous about that also. I got nervous about that. But I said, no, she's going to help Franco. I'm glad that Dylan kind of filled her in on what was going on. It was kind of nice, and the whole Emily thing. Again, just reminds us why we should have more Quartermaines. Just that's another story. And then when Franco confronts Tom, and he's like, it's not going to end well for you. And Franco's like, I'm crazy. Like, you're going to threaten me? Like, you're going to threaten me? Like, you're going to be crazy? Like, you're threatening Franco? So it should be I think it should be very interesting. For me, I'm glad to see Liz have a major storyline. So for me, this is fine. It's rooted in history, which I'm always for. I'm always rooted in history. He was a photographer back in the day, so that's all part of the history. So I'm fine to see where this goes.
He was so skeevy though when he was watching Kiki come over to Kelly's
know.
talking on the phone, and he just stops and watches her, and he's like,
But the actor is great. He is like,
Yeah.
whoever he is working it out. It's just like, ugh.
But I'm wondering, like, is he really going to fall for it? Because, I mean, she already said, like, oh, my friend Dylan Quartermaine, he works for Christmas, he's a photographer,
Yes.
so I'd get my photographs done by then. So the Quartermaine name already, if she calls him and says, like, you know what, I think I'll go with you instead, like, that would be like, wait a second, you know Dylan Quartermaine, you probably know what my deal is.
Yes. When he left it, he goes, oh, I got to go. And he's like, he's
Yeah.
on Quartermaine. I don't know. So, yeah. So I'm curious to see how the storyline goes. Again, it gives Liz something else. And I'm going to try and make Franco into a hero. So they're trying. They're trying.
Ugh,
They're
all
trying.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying. They're doing what they can to make him a hero.
And I do like their storyline. I
know
know
you
that
like
they've
it.
sort of put Liz in Griffin's orbit, but I don't see the chemistry with them that I do with her and Franco. And the Franco stuff is interesting because it bothers Jason, and I think that's fine.
For you, that's good.
Yeah.
For you, that's good. I don't know. I don't know. You guys know I'm not a Frizz fan, so I'm just not. I will live by that statement. I'm just not. I just think Franco. I loved Franco and Nina together, of course. But I like Nina and Valentine. But I liked Franco and Nina together. That's just mine. That was
Yeah,
my
they
thing.
were cute
Oh, his name
together.
is Don Harvey. Thank you, Top London. So Don Harvey's doing a great job. Maybe I'll reach out to him so he can come on the show.
And thank you, our Melvin fan, for saying go Cowboys. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I have to throw up on that for a second, but that's another story.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Is that 13-1 burning? Does it burn? It
It's
burns.
just they were America's team in the 70s. I don't know what
And they're
happened.
America's team right now, 13-1. Suck it.
Hey, what about
Suck it,
that
Nina.
General Hospital?
Oh yeah, General
Yeah.
Hospital. Yeah, General Hospital.
Sorry.
Let me crest the bee. Yeah. So
So I guess as we're wrapping up here this week, the last thing we'll talk about is Sunny, Carly, and Nell. And we'll throw Ava because we started. What I liked
yeah.
the way the week started off was Carly and Sunny talking to Carly just laying into Ava,
yeah.
like, you know what, my son has died. I don't have not time for any of you.
That's right.
Like she just
she didn't have time.
Yeah.
I don't have time, girl. I don't have time for your foolishness. She basically told her. She read her up and down the Corinthos house. I was like, you go, Carly. Work it
that
out.
was a nice scene.
It was a good scene. See, Frank liked that one.
That was nice because I feel like Ava can get annoying. Sometimes even though she tried to attack,
Yeah.
like you say you love Morgan and that
yeah.
you're using him right now. Is that the way that you do? Is that way you use children? Like, oh, all right.
Well, the thing is, though, is Carly was my girl for weeks, but this week it's like you just crapped on yourself. And then going back to Sunny, and this, let's work it out. It's like, I can't wait for Nell to destroy you.
Are we okay? So So everybody out there, I've been hearing these rumors that she's Lila Ray Quartermaine, that they've aged Sky's daughter.
Oh,
But I was thinking, if that's it, but then her and Michael are related.
yeah, that would be weird.
Well, I guess by adoption, it's not blood related,
Yeah,
but it's still weird.
Still, I mean, Adriana
Sky
now
is- 'cause
lose
Sky.
her virginity to her adopted nephew.
Yeah.
But they're okay with that.
I heard that rumor, and I heard she was like Karpoff's daughter or something. I mean, so is she really going? Because I've been having her for a few weeks. So is she trying to go after Carly? Is that what she's trying to go after?
It feels
It
like
feels
it.
like it.
'Cause
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it seems like she has more regret about anything that she's doing with Sunny. I think at least last week.
I'm with Andy going. It's like we don't know what the motive is. What's her motive?
Yeah, we
It's
want
frustrating.
to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, well, who's she really going after?
And to me, making her Jerry Jack's kid would make sense
Oh,
to
yeah.
be the donor for Jocelyn. Make the storyline more interesting.
agree.
Bring Jax back.
I agree.
And I just don't think they know is why they haven't revealed it, and that's what's annoying about this because they keep sort of switching sides with Nell too. It's kind of a feeling that they don't know who she's gonna be.
Okay.
Because if she was Sky's daughter, aged up, like I don't, then how does that explain her backstory as she's told it to us so
Well, her
far?
father would be Luis Alcazar. So,
No,
and he was
it was
married.
Lorenzo,
I mean,
yeah.
Lorenzo,
Yeah.
and he was married to Carly.
True, but I mean, in a sense, well, like, what? How did? But like,
Yeah, I don't know.
how does she a match for Jocelyn? Like, how does it explain that her parents kind of like gave her
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
to
I have no
do
idea. I
this?
know
Yeah,
you
because
do.
Sky loved Lila Ray and
Yeah.
protected her. That was the reason she let Jason come in and kill Alcazar, which I hope now that the lawsuit's done that we can have him back.
You mean Tomas? I mean
yeah,
Alcazar. I mean
exactly.
Tomas. I mean Alcazar.
And the thing is, those lines are what screwed Ted King out of being
Yeah,
here.
I know.
Yeah.
God, I know. Nell wants to hurt Carly, so she wants to hurt Carly. Okay.
I'm pretty much done. Like, please at least show what one we've talked about this without knowing her motivation. It does get frustrating to know what her deal is because, like, at least as we talked last week,
Let us know.
Lacretia might link, let the audience know,
I
and
agree with
then. Then you can drag it out as long as you want because then at least we'll have some stakes and we'll know what the jeopardy possibly could be. But without it, just like okay, what? And I don't need to see more scenes of her, recording Sunny. Yeah, those moments like why are you collecting all these sound bites from Sunny? Yeah, okay.
Well, Cheryl Huck thinks that she's being forced to do it by her father. Brian McGee thinks that she's Michael's twin sister, so she'll be a Quartermaine also.
Yeah, but that'd be gross.
That'd be kind of gross. It'd be kind of weird.
But how's she a twin sister?
She
Yeah.
kissed Mike. She kissed Morgan, so then that means she kissed her brother.
Yeah.
But then Carly did not have twins when she had Michael.
I know.
So how would she be the twin?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we were all there for that. We
But
know.
the dad, as they say, the dad says you owe me. So who is the father? That's me. Let's know who the father is, GH, and then we can go from there.
And that's the thing is, I feel like if they knew, we would know.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of other storylines where they're
Yeah.
laying it out, seeing how it works before they have a good payoff, and it's just frustrating because it's lazy.
Yeah.
Because then you end up with Paul as the hospital killer, which was such a disappointing end to that character.
I know. I still miss Richard Berge. He was so good.
The way
Yeah.
he came on and the way he left were
Yeah.
just so different.
I agree.
And did
Yeah.
not go at all the way that I thought it was going to.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, so
Not good.
so we got our scenes with Carla and Ava, which I look more like I'm still waiting for this reveal to happen when Carly finds out that Ava swapped the meds because you know that that is going to be
coming
revealed
out.
at some point.
That's coming out.
When is that going to happen? Well, I guess we'll find out what that is. But
It should be a good scene though when it happens. It should be. I mean, the writing should be really good. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
yeah, and then Sonny, man, just way to be able to keep a secret because it's like when he goes up to get the necklace and then he just sits there for a while holding it on the edge of the bed. I'm like, Sonny, just put it in your pocket and keep going, buddy.
I know.
think about reflect later after Carly's out of the house.
I know. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. I don't get it. It's too much.
Yeah, and what did you think about Nell's conversation with Sonny when he basically was like, I got this great deal for you in Atlanta.
Go. And she's like, I'm not leaving. You can't make me go. But she's all
No.
upset all of a sudden. I'm like, why are you upset, girl? Just tell me you're not going. And all of a sudden they were smiling later. Oh, this is thanks for the opportunity and stuff. But I'm gonna stay and make my life. I'm gonna be there. I see that you're trying to make a way for yourself. I admire that. I'm like, well, that whole talk was weird.
Yeah, and it's like for somebody that basically was like a major part of that household, while Sonny was kind of out of play after Morgan's death, and she was sitting there with Avery and running all around the house, feeding her, watching her and stuff. To then tell Sonny I'm feeling lightheaded. Could you make me some tea?
Right.
Like what? Go make yourself some tea. You know
Right.
exactly where it is
Yes.
in this house. Like every time Ava wants somebody to do something with a drink, there, this whole storyline is where like Sonny asking her to make a drink, Ava asking Nell asking Sonny to make a drink.
Yes.
Like, stop asking other people to make drinks. Make them yourselves.
Nell is Ava's real daughter. That's so funny.
I mean,
They're still hoping that Nell is they're probably still thinking that Kiki is what's her name's.
Nina's, yeah.
They're still trying to go that. They haven't even gone that direction in months. So I don't even think that's.
Yeah, I think that was initially what they were going to do because Kirsten Alderson looked a lot like Michelle
Yeah,
Stafford.
yeah.
But once Haley Aaron came in, I think they dropped it. Yeah.
and then there was even that hint that perhaps Nell was really Nina's baby that she supposedly lost.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to be the case either.
I would say that'd be great too, actually. To
Yeah.
have Nina and them fight that. I mean, oh my god, that'd be very interesting. I agree with you guys too. Who's Nathan's father?
Yeah, we'd like to know that.
They mentioned Brit for a second. I'll just mention that really quick. When Valentine gave her gave Nina some clothes, like from Nicholas' fiance Brit. It was, it's my cousin. It's like a small world.
That's
I love that. I think she was kind of tall and skinny, like Michelle Stafford. I guess they were kind of close.
I loved Brit.
Yeah, I love you some Brit too. I miss her very much.
But I don't know, like, if Valentine's supposed to be the Cassadine that everybody else fears, then who is Nathan's dad? Who's supposed to be even like so dangerous?
I don't know. Get some Obrecht. We need some Obrecht. She hasn't been on in a while, so let's see what's going on there. I don't know.
Is there any other Cassadine we've never heard of before, or at least has been mentioned but we've never seen?
No, because they've mentioned there were some Cassadines that are like the Russian Cassadine. They're off somewhere. It's a distant relatives, but they never said their names. Valentine was the only one that I know for the longest time they mentioned his name. But all the other ones, I mean, Victor came back and supposedly died. I mean, that was the only other one that was like, had been around, but I can think of any other Cassadines.
Man. So that was the week that was in Port Charles.
You guys, that's crazy talk, you guys. I think yeah. That was. Oh my God, I can't believe this is my last one for the year. Oh my God, this is crazy.
What is the thing that you've enjoyed the most about GH this year? Well, and on a positive note, since it's your last week here.
Well, my positive note, and I'm going to say this because this is what I feel. I feel like my favorite point is being able to talk about this each week. Coming in here, we've had a great time talking about it. All the guests we've had this year, our 1-year anniversary, everything. I mean, I feel like this show, I want to thank Barbara Roy, who was at ABC PR, and there's 2 new girls there now who I'm working with also for next year, get more guests for next year. The fans, you guys have been in here with us every week. You guys set aside your Sundays to sit and talk to us and hang out with us. Alexis, who's been with us most of this time, doing it in the booth. That's been the best thing for me. Even more so than just the show has brought us all together. So it's kind of it's a fun thing to do on. I mean, I never thought a show I watched for like the last 30 years, I'd be sitting there talking about it and being the stars from it, and it's kind of a fun thing. So that to me is my favorite part of it. What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I grew up watching this show my entire life. I was almost named after Laura. So it's interesting to come in and be able to talk about it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Frank? No, to watch a show and then all of a sudden see people that you're watching on TV, like sitting right here, and you just get to have a conversation with them about soap, about their life, about whatever. But it's just like an awesome experience that I never thought I'd have to be able to sit there and just get to chat. To have been alternate like a post of mine on Facebook, like what? Yeah. What is that?
That's crazy too. When they like our stuff, it's crazy. Yes, we are so just fortunate to be able to do this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun and it's been an amazing experience. Just like a one of a kind of experience that we get to have here at AfterBuzz.
Yeah, and it's been great building it out with the fans too. I mean, I have people like Carolyn Topol in here.
Yes, Carolyn was in here. Yes, she was in here with us, and you guys really do come in every Sunday and you chat, you talk to each other and talk to us, and we appreciate it very much. You guys, you take your time. You go on the internet to watch us. That's a whole new way of doing things than just watching your TV. You actually have to go to your internet to watch us. And I appreciate all you guys. You guys yell at us, you talk crap about us, but you also support us, and you also, and you agree with us on many things too at the same time, and we take it all.
That's right.
We do.
We'll just keep ranting. We'll keep more rants in 2017.
Yeah, keep going. 2017, keep ranting. But as I said, Lacretia and I both have been trying to get this show on for a long time, and to have it fruition, it's just an amazing thing. And don't take it for granted at all. So even when I'm gone, I don't take it for granted that we get to have this show that's on. So very good. You're happy to share your obsession. Oh, it's so funny.
Aww.
But I'm gonna work on great guests coming on the show, a new guest coming on for 2017. We've got some returning ones too, and all kinds of fun stuff for next year. We're gonna have a good time.
It's pretty much Donnell Turner every single week in 2017.
Hashtag John L. He told me the other day he liked that. I did the other day on Twitter. He's like, I like John L. He said that. I was like, That's right. As I was watching an episode of what was it, Trophy Wife, and he was on it. No, it was Bad Judge, and he was on it. I tweeted him. I tweeted a picture of him.
I love Bad Judge.
I love Bad Judge, and he was on it.
I was so mad it was canceled.
Me too. They said Kate Walsh was the bomb.
Yeah, her and Ryan
Tone
Hansen.
Bell and Ryan Hansen.
Yeah,
all them.
yeah, like Tony. Oh, I love Tony.
They're all great. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching us. That was the week that was in Port Charles, and I want to start with Frank. Tell them where they can find you. What's going on?
You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie and see me and Lacretia on the Comic Book Exchange. I'm just walking around the streets. Waving at people. Say hi.
Well, guys, since I'm Lacretia Lyon, you can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet, since there is only one. And if you watch Ash vs. Evil Dead, because I know you guys are cool too, this is our finale tonight. We will be live at 9 p.m. PST. And then, yeah, watch Comic Book Exchange. We've got Hockey Talk coming Wednesday, so Frank's going to be thrilled.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! Did they kill what's his name off of Ash vs. Evil Dead?
We hope not.
Okay, I was talking about that. Okay, and you can follow me, of course, at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. Today is my 900th blog post. My superorganizeduniverse.com. Thank you. 900 blogs. I can't believe I've done that many. So you go check that out at superorganizeduniverse.com. All of my shows are on hiatus, so stay tuned for Bold Breakdown in a couple hours. I have 2 guests, Anthony Pazos and Ali Levine. See you guys next time. Take care. I love you guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.